Hello, my true crime lovelies. How are you? I hope you are well. All right, we've got more Sarah Boone texts. We're going to start on August 1st. As context, she is representing herself, pro se, pro per, and she has already sent out her ad looking for something with a side of keen, protect the oppressed. And she has met with mentor, lawyer slash deep dive true crime, has not yet met Owens. She's also been contacted by Julian Delapine and Peter Gunthel from Delapine Creatives about a docu-series. So let's see what Little Miss Boone has been up to. I do want to say in the premiere last time, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, a few complainers, I'm going to call them, said they couldn't tell what the date was. So here above my picture, when there is the date and time, it will appear here, right? I'm not blocking it. When the text is extremely long, you no longer see it, right? So if you miss it, and I also say it out loud, so you have an audio and a visual for it. If you miss it, you'll have to rewind. But for every one of them, this is how, and it's right at the top. So when I start reading the text, you can see it here and you can hear me say it. Okay. So please don't bother the chat with the complaints. You can always just stop, rewind, and it'll be right as rain. I promise. All right, let's get going. So August 1st, 5:52 a.m., incoming to Sarah from Lana, subject regarding today. I wanted to answer your sex-oriented question, but before I do, I wanted to tag it with the do not respond tag I always use when I discuss your case. You even asking me that question is a risk to you. I care about you and your case a lot. I'll answer, but please, please, please be careful. Honestly, I have never seen it on YouTube or read about it on Reddit that the hide and seek game was a sex game. So apparently, Mentor Lawyer mentioned that. Lana had also mentioned that, but Sarah went a little off on Mentor Lawyer for mentioning it, and I said I thought it was also a passive aggressive way to address Lana about saying that. So Lana continues, you, in your interrogation, mentioned that George, had scratches on his back due to sex, but that is the only sexual discussion Kay have heard from anyone. Remember my what if discussion with you? That was all me. I have never suggested that in public, but I wouldn't be surprised if others hadn't considered that as an explanation because of how well it fits. So I have to say, I myself said, what if that is the scenario, right? Because she's claiming innocence. And I'm like, well, that could be a possibility, but she hasn't raised it. I'm sure I'm not the only one. When this is all over, I mean, obviously Lana did it. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one on YouTube. When this is all over, I would ask for the honor to talk with no restrictions, but only if you are able to and felt like it. But now there's no way I want to even go near that. You and I will buy a lot of ice cream and I will listen because that means we will have won the war. What I am realizing is that your legal battle is growing in the public almost as large as your case itself. People are fascinated by what you have accomplished. Every time you write a letter or have a hearing or file a motion, there is a mad dash. Your lawyer, add OMG. Brilliant, Sarah. If a documentary or a TV report ever asks me about that, I'm going to gush at how brilliant you are. And what an incredible move that was. Sure, there are people who responded negatively, but that's par for the course. It drew a court TV news focus. Incredible. One last thing. I just got paid. So since it's Thursday, I'm going to hit your commissary. After what you've been through this week, you need a drink or something that is not bologna sandwich related. I believe in you. So I think this is an interesting take by Lana. I don't agree. The fascinating part, it's not in a good way. I mean, I think the ad was good and it ended up getting her Owens. Like, we don't know that at the time of this writing. So in the sense, it did what it needed to do. It gave what it was supposed to give. However, I don't know that anyone was like fascinated by that as an accomplishment. So I think it was a train wreck that we couldn't believe was happening and continuing. You know, usually a train wreck is like one crash. Hers was like, oh, there's a car on the track. I'm going to keep going. Oh, there's another car. I'm going to keep going. So each train wreck, everybody was like, oh my God, did you see this? It was not fascination or admiration. It was what is it when you see something and you're like, I don't know if it was quite yet disgust, but it wasn't admirable. I'll just say it that way. So on August 1st, again, 9:08 a.m., so a couple hours later, incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding or subject motion for continuance. Hey, here come the YouTubers, the lawyer you know, and a new guy called Uncivil Law, some lawyer out of Tennessee I had never heard of until today, with 142,000 subscribers, both pointed out that you forgot to file a motion of continuance. What? You had never heard of Kurt Uncivil Law? I found Kurt during the Johnny Depp trial and have watched him ever since. Anyway, they say you should do that right now because the state could mess with your entries if witnesses or discovery as being late entries. So I wanted to tell you that. You're talking to this other legal guy, and hopefully, excuse me, sorry guys. You're talking to this other legal guy, and hopefully that will bear fruit in representations. But they say file that continuance motion right away. You may or may not get it. This Uncivil Law and the lawyer you know were both impressed with your accurate format and wording. So I think she got the format and wording from Mentor Lawyer, right? But I wonder why Mentor Lawyer didn't mention a continuance for her. So also August 1, 11:01 a.m., outgoing to Lana from Sarah regarding Julian Delapine, President Delapine Creative. These are the docuseries guys. I hope you are feeling good. Thank you for the commissary. I was in the negative from POS. Former husband not doing anything still. SSDD. Oh, I looked this up before. It's something to do. I know the D, one of the D's is a phallic symbol. Oh no, now this is coming up. Same shit, different day. Okay, well, there you go. SSDD. There was another one. I won't look it up again. I've missed not getting a chance to call or write for about the last 2 days. There's so much to tell you. I'm overwhelmed, but grateful and scared as all the info he gave me in our 2 meetings. It is almost impossible to represented myself properly. Yeah, you should have been grateful for the lawyers you had. You see, sometimes we just take things for granted. You don't know what the other person is going through. So many motions, terminology, overload of information that I have no time to do. Girl, you ain't got nothing but time or resources or understanding. It's overwhelming and makes me sick to my stomach thinking about it. I don't even know where to start for these people or company or whatever they are. Yes, contact them, please. Here's some info from the letter. I hate that I can't forward to you. We are a nonprofit advocacy firm passionate about, amongst many pursuits, the telling authentic, powerful stories through docuseries, raise money for victims of spousal abuse and battery. So she's got them in quotes. I think she's like cherry picking from the letter. That's why she's got them in quotes. We believe in your resiliency, courage, and want to help you. We can provide particulars and next steps. If interested, we have Emmy Award docuseries filmmakers on our team. Maybe Emmy Award winning. Oh, I wonder. All the spelling errors, guys. We get it. We hope to hear from you and are excited for this opportunity. Julian, and he's in Connecticut. I am extremely confused myself. I worked for a startup company who did branding, websites, etc. And these sound like this is what they do. So how do I come into play if that's what they do? So how do I come into play if that's what they do? The letter didn't say anything about branding, and the raise money for victims red flags me. Why? If you're the victim and they can help raise money, wouldn't that get you an attorney? What's the red flag, Sarah? Oh, maybe you don't identify as a victim? You forgot? Make sure, please, you ask what my cut is. Seriously. And that's spelled wrong. And yours. She had to throw that in there because if she's getting money and Lana's doing work for her, Lana should get some money too. At least she thought of it. All of your other questions are on point. You are so smart, Lana, and beautiful and powerful. So love you. Please let me know what you can find out. Yikes. You are so smart, Lana, and beautiful and power. So love you. Please let me know what you can find out and sift through for this. I think she means through. If I need to write or whatever, I can. I'm sick of writing. God keeps giving me blessings, and I never want to miss out on any of them. You, most of all. Thank you for contacting. Do you, beast. Next message. So then she's got an incoming, also on August 1st, 11:07, from Lana regarding Julian Delapine, President Delapine Creative. I took dialysis off today. You can call me pretty much anytime between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. my time. Might be a little dicey as those are generally dinner and family time. Central time zone. I'm an hour behind you. Oh, she's only 1 hour, not 3. I don't know where I got that from. Sarah knows nothing about family time, so I'm glad that you explained it to her, Lana, because she probably thinks she has unlimited access to you. Like you don't have to, like you don't have a family you want to eat with and catch up on the day and see what's going on. She knows nothing of that. I'm definitely laying low as I was all over downtown Minneapolis yesterday. After my appointment, I had a date with my husband as my son was out with friends. Oh, that's cool. We went to an Italian steakhouse. Eating filet mignon after a doctor visit was a nice reward. If you ever come visit here, I will take you either there or Ruth's Chris. I think it's Ruth Chris's. It'll sure beat bologna sandwiches. Yeah, anything will. And then outgoing to Lana also on the 1st at 11:50 a.m. They are up early and busy. Regarding flyer motions Cashman address, eye roll, sigh, stupid people think what they want. They're words and encouragement to handwrite at the bottom, congratulating me on losing my counsel, and they're laughing my fucking ass off. Wow. And whatever came from the court TV spotlight, it's so, and then she uses the R word, which is a slur for mental disability or for intellectual disability. How it was so R word, how the least of my efforts that I did as a sarcastic joke, then to make the judge post and advertise for me after he took my counsel is supposedly one of my highlights. Makes no sense. What was the most creative and interesting? The rest of it, girl, clearly you're on the struggle bus. And do I have the ad up still? I do. It's over there. There's her ad. Makes no sense and nothing's happened so far. And yes, you will know everything and then some about my life in jail and the justice system. Oh, are you done with your cereal? You're not done? How come you're in here? Please hold. And nothing's happened so far. And yes, you will know everything and then some about my life in jail and the justice system. Be prepared. You're going to cry. Still experiencing. We're going to get sick of ice cream. Blow up doll face. My motions. I don't understand. So are they approved or not? The JAC, how did they even answer before the court? Denied my standby counsel and I have to rewrite other motions for the rest without my discovery or phone or internet? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Hi, Justice. It's all jargon, and the forfeiture of my counsel includes standby? Question mark, question mark, question mark. The judge did not clarify that in his order. So I'm super effed. If anything, others will see I am trying. So the lawyer said I had, quote, accurate format and wording, end quote. I pull that out of thin air. James, this is Mentor lawyer, who I met with, was wowed by some I wrote over 4 years ago without tablets and tried getting other attorneys to file for me. They, of course, did not and should have. I know I saw one where, like, for Hobson, she filed that, like, she wanted to be present in court or something, but really, he was impressed. I feel like everybody's blowing smoke up this woman's butt. If people would just be frank and earnest and honest, well, either she would have gotten rid of them, which good on her, because why would you want to help her if she doesn't want to be bothered? Or she would have gotten right as rain and understood the ridiculousness of what she's been doing. I still don't know what I'm doing or supposed to be ever in this. If only he could represent me. It's okay. God's got another attorney for me, even greater. He was just the messenger. What a blessing. So much to tell you. What else did they say? What else did they say? I haven't gotten any feedback yet from anyone about any of them. Of course, what are your thoughts and opinions? Constructive criticism? Yes, you, the only person I care about to hear from in anything ever. Cashman order. Did you see? Like, are you effing serious? It's her clarifying her 20 hours in the order. Why? Question mark, question mark, question mark. It just makes me think it's arrogance and bitch confirmation. She did that and wasted the court's time and the judge's precious ink to sign. Oh, if that is not the pot calling the kettle black. Sarah, nobody wastes more of the judge's time and ink than you do, ma'am. Nobody. Nobody, nobody, nobody. I don't know where I was going with that, but she needed to clarify of all the time that she put in so it was accurately reflected in the record. Correcting the record is never a waste of time or ink. Why? FYI. Which I don't think that's right. I think Judge Cranick clarified the hours in there. If Cashman did, it made sense because then he needed to clarify in his order that it was 20 hours. It made it sound like it was less than that, which 20 hours in person was a lot for Sarah because before she kept saying no one was coming to see her. She never sees in herself how her lack of gratitude impacts her outcome. Do you know? Like, it's mind boggling to me, like her lack of self awareness. But can't sign anything for me except the order to forfeit my counsel. Wow, of course. And now they have my address wrong. 10 exclamation points. WTF, Lana. 4 exclamation points. This was uploaded to the tablet, sent to Tampa. It doesn't matter. You got it on the tablet, even if it went to Tampa. Like, focus, woman. I never gave them this address. So now another motion for address correction. They are truly stupid and wrong about everything. Please help me understand what I am getting from any of my hard-fought efforts in my motions. Now what? Eye roll, sigh. Oh, stupid people. Help. Then at 12:03, she sends another note to Lana regarding motion for continuance. I didn't forget. Please pardon me. I don't have fucking time and pen ink and paper and hours in the day to do all of this. 6 exclamation points. And in fucking jail. 10 exclamation points. And I'm waiting My PTC isn't until September 29th. Why do now? Waiting. And I don't even know how to do. I want to write a lot more motions and just put reasons known. Everyone knows. If I wait too, hopefully that'll make any of my potential candidates nervous where they get anxiety and contact me so they can do. No, girl, if they get anxiety, they're going to stay away from you. Who wants to go in? Anyway, only in Sarah's mind that makes sense. On top of everything else, nothing is impossible with God. This seems to be impossible. Faith, not sight. I can't tell you or convey or describe how I feel about all of this. Sick, tired, exhausted, hurt. I am being carried and I am waiting to see all His wonders, doing what I can in the meantime. Thank you for understanding. So wasn't it just like 2 messages ago she was talking about all her hard work and effort and she hopes they see it now? She doesn't even have the new lawyer, but as soon as they get there, she's ready to dump all this crap on them. Like, wouldn't you want to get this part out of the way and then have them enter in a clean slate, maybe correct some of your emotions, but then focus on other things like reviewing all of your discovery? Same day, 12:28 p.m. Outgoing to Lana from Sarah. Subject important, all caps. So my announcement from James, Deep Dive True Crime and the Mentor Lawyer, will be on Friday, August 2nd, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Please listen. This is the time they both said, so I'm hoping it's right and doesn't change. So by both, I'm guessing James and Ladybug said that. Can you keep open and on throughout the day? He revised our agreement where I gave him permission to broadcast on his channels. I don't know which one specific or if on both. So now remember, they already had an agreement. So then he revised it. He went back to Sarah and said, well, let me post this on my channel. Sign here, please. And I'm not going to give you any of the money. Because, I mean, she's indigent and she's begging for money for Zuzus and Wham Whams. If he was really trying to do right, he would have gave all that money to her. But, I know he doesn't like to be criticized. So, shh. Okay. Need one. He met with me and learned many of my hardships, legitimate frustrations, and I really want a lawyer. Need one. Also, domestic violence is obvious and largely what my case is about. It is worth pursuing for the right lawyer. He also wants to put out there how pleasant and reasonable I am. Oh my God. To hopefully attract more possibilities and to deflect the client from hell stigma, 3 exclamation points. So I wonder if part of that is like, just sign this and I will tell everyone how pleasant you are, pleasant and reasonable you are. Obviously, if you sign this, that makes you reasonable. So Friday, August 2nd, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Will you be able? Question mark, question mark. I believe this will also be a huge difference in possible representation. God, literally, I hope so. That creative whoever, too, if it pans out, he's working. I see you too, and me all the time. Thank you. Friday, August 2nd, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Oh, and they told me to come up with a quotation for their article to click on to open and use going forward to caption me. I am simply Sarah Boone. I am not a murderer, narcissist, bitch, sometimes. Sometimes she's not. We all agree. Go ahead, girl. Killer, bad mother, terrible human being. I am simply Sarah Boone. Thoughts? Thank you. Please let me know if you can listen. Love, 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 love you. So that is what ended up being the title of that video that got moved to members only after I spoke about it. Okay, so then incoming on August 1, 12:42. Don't forget, you have a hearing on August 5th too. It's from Lon. I don't know if I said that. You did know that was on the books, right? And then also August 1, they are busy on the 1st. It's the 1st of the month. Okay, incoming from Lana regarding important. I just put it on my calendar and subscribe to his channel. If he is live streaming it, I'll watch. The nice thing about YouTube is that if something comes up, You can watch it at any time, but I'll make it a priority. Yeah, Lana's like, I'm busy, girl. If he's not live, I'll catch it when I catch it. I'm busy Friday night, but that is later on. You are Sarah freaking Boone. Not to change the subject, but have you ever thought of changing your name and retaking your maiden name again? Exclamation point. Not that it matters, but you did share the name, different spelling, of one of my favorite actors. Not that you have to, though. When you get out of there and make a name for yourself, girl, she already made a name for herself, and earn the cash helping others in your situation, they do know you by your current name. Just was curious, though. Incoming from Lana, also on August 1st, 12:59, regarding Julian Delapine, president of Delapine Creative. Although, all right, I just called and left a message for, she put Coolian, but I'm sure she means Julian. The voicemail was the generic cell phone voicemail. Everyone who hasn't recorded an outgoing message. I owned a business from 2000 to 2010 that brought in nearly $500,000 per year in revenue. That's just common sense 101. If you give a business phone number, it should have an outgoing message that reflects that. Just another red flag that this is some small startup and they may not have really what it takes to serve you right. Let's see if they call back. In the meantime, I'm going to their site to research their clients to see if they are legit. Not cool. One business owner to another. Get your act together, sirs. Outgoing from Sarah to Lana, 105, also on the 1st, regarding motion for continuance. Ugh. So it is the 5th. Tuesday? I thought they moved it to the 7th because Billy had a conflict. Let me know, please. If I wait too, I'm hoping it adds more time with less time to go closer to the 9/24 day. So now she's toying with the system, right? She's like, if I wait and delay it, that means there's less time to the 9/24. Why? You trying to get a continuance? You're trying to say, oh, I'm out of time. But you're the one inciting it by waiting, right? You're the one triggering. Make it make sense. I hope everyone gets antsy and frantic and nervous. A horrible thing to say from a person with anxiety, Sarah. I'm also a person with anxiety. You don't want to make other people antsy, frantic, and nervous because you know what that choking feels like. But no, not Sarah. She hopes they all get antsy and frantic and nervous. Definitely getting my money's worth from the excitement and scrambling. I have a letter, whatever you want to call it, I've been working on for days now. I might bring, don't know right now or care. I am so exhausted and awaiting for dog food lunch, then going to sleep. This is too much. 107, Lana responds to the motion for continuance from Sarah. Julian just texted me back, apologizing profusely for missing my call and saying he is in a meeting and asking him if I'm around later for a phone call. This is good. The 7th? I'll double check. Your frozen PR assistant is on the job. Lol. And then outgoing to Lana at 110 regarding important. Thank you. I know I'm pushing it, but could you, if you feel up to it, write verbatim like you've done so many other times for me? This is really the only time I want and need to know exactly what was said. Excuse me. So that sounds like a dig. This is really the only time. So the other times she did it, you didn't really need it. You were just wasting her time. Come on, Sarah. Oh my God. And she's asking her to do it verbatim because who else is going to do it? Not Christina Pena. And maybe, I don't know about Nicole, but we haven't seen her value yet other than harassing people in chat messages on YouTube, which maybe Sarah likes. Sarah seems like a bully. For everything you've done to me. Okay, this is really, oh wait, please just let name know, please, your availability and ability. Thank you. Maybe just let me know. I don't know. And of course, your feedback. Incoming from Lana, 114 regarding important. Sure, I'll do a relay for you for tomorrow's show. Hey, something weird. I just went to check your case file and something weird is there. It still says your meeting is on the 5th, but there is a new correspondence that is 2 pages, but it is listed as confidential, meaning neither myself nor anyone else is allowed to see it. Do you know what that might be? It doesn't say who from or who to. I've never seen anything like it in your case file, and it just showed up in the last couple of hours. Waiting for my call back from Julian. Then outgoing to Lana at 1:15 regarding Julian Delapine. Really? Can you send an email too, please? I'm not sure about them, but if you don't mind, I want to exhaust any possibility there may be. Doesn't sound promising so far. Should I write just to see on top of what they tell you? Are you going to tell them you are relaying on my behalf? How are you connecting yourself to this? I'm grateful, Lana. So smart, so brave. Great. You. Then we have Lana outgoing to Lana at 1:17 regarding motion for continuance. I love you. Thank you so much. Forever. Heart. Keep your fingers crossed. Toes, eyes, everything. Get 'em, girl. 8:01 incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding motion for continuance. I straight up gave him my name, number, and told him I was a friend of Sarah Boone, who asked me to call and see what they are about and ask some questions. I've decided to tell anyone I talk to that I'm a member of your team on the outside. Strength in numbers. We don't have to tell them it's a team of 2. Get to use we. Maybe we don't have to tell them it's a team of 2 to get to use we. Anyway, true. He better call soon. I'm getting hungry for lunch, lol. We got this, my awesome friend. We got this, my awesome friend. OMG. I have to add credits to this thing. So then Lana receives a message from Sarah, 2:40, regarding important. Thank you. From what he rehearsed with me, so I'd know in advance to agree to. He spoke very well and good and right about how my whole situation. Pray harder, it works. Is this I don't know. Is she talking about mentor lawyer? Okay, about this. I just got a notice they mailed to the wrong address that was ordered 7/29, mailed on the 30th. I just got today. So July has 31 days. You got it on August 1st. Oh my God, the travesty of it all. Oh my God, I can't even. She's cuckoo. Okay, sorry. They mailed it on the 29th. She got it on August 1st. They mailed it 7/29. What is the problem, lady? Here it is, minus the common language. On the August 5th hearing, the following will be discussed and scheduled, all caps, in court. 1, production of states exhibits and defendants exhibits. 2, conference for defendant to view all states exhibits. 3, deadline for receiving defendants' objections to states exhibits. 4, conference for state to view all the defendants exhibits. 5, deadline for receiving states' objections to defendants exhibits. 6, deadline regarding production of states' witnesses and defendants' witnesses. 7, deadline for receiving defendants' objections to states' witnesses. 8, deadline for receiving states' objections to defendants' witnesses. 9, all of my motions. So are they or not granted? WTF is there to talk about? Or I bet he's going to make himself seem fatherly and explain slowly and painfully why he will not grant. And the JACCAP, exhausted from so many prior attorneys, blah, blah, blah. Is this the document, you think? On my end, it's 3 pages. What are your thoughts? Why did they make confidential? Why couldn't they don't this with all the others? What's the secret? I think that was the document because I don't remember reading that, and I was heavy in her docs and docket at that time. 8/1/240 incoming from Lana regarding phone meeting at 4 p.m. Eastern daylight time. Hey, in an hour and a half, Julian and his partner are calling me. I have questions to ask, but if you read this before 4, if you have any important ones besides compensation and such, please let me know. I'll let you know what I find out. Wow, I've been making calls on your behalf, and this is the first actual legitimate callback. Not that I expected DeSantis, Kranik, and News Nation to call me back. Lol. August 1, 3:04. From Sarah to Lana, mail call. So love you. Thank you for your patience and teamwork. 5 exclamation points. We are going to overcome this. Girl, Lana is not looking at life in prison, but okay. I'd never want to go to battle without you. So I got more mail yesterday about lawyers, etc. Someone mailed me a business card and intake list for the Baez law firm, encouraging me to call. Feel like calling? Now, she said someone, not someone from the Baez firm, as in Jose Baez, but someone. And they encourage you to call. Feel like calling? I can't make out the number from the poor scan quality, but I think it says 800 something Baez in big Sharpie writing. They put, you should call. What do you think? Then I got a letter from someone named Fra Juan Cleese in South Carolina, who is 68, went to MIT, and is insisting science is on your side. He highlighted the following cases for me to review or ask my attorney about if I get one, he says, as these will reveal to us as humans in a world of bestial cruelty. We are not dumb. Then continues very seriously about the justice system and is very bold in his comments. That sounds like Looney Tunes, but okay. He said, if I can't understand how to apply to my trial, I can contact him and he will, quote, lay it out, end quote, for me. What are these cases, please? Courtney Clinny, Caitlin Armstrong, Black Swan, yikes. So Courtney Clinny killed her boyfriend. She's claiming self-defense. She stabbed him with a knife because she was mad that he went to Subway, and I don't know what happened after that. Some girl was talking to him. She thought Caitlin Armstrong killed her rival, who she perceived as her rival, because she's a cyclist. Remember, she's the one who went like to Mexico and had like a nose job, started being a yoga instructor, took her sister's passport, flew from Jersey to, I want to say, Costa Rica. That may not be it. But anyway, so she was found guilty. Courtney Clinny hasn't gone to trial yet. And then Black Swan, which is, oh my God, Kathy called her the Lego ballerina, like she had the square head. She did get a lighter sentence. They did believe her self-defense, but she still got convicted. So Caitlin didn't have anything to do with self-defense. Courtney is claiming self-defense. Black Swan is claiming self-defense. There's not at least not readily coming to mind a through line with all of 3 of those. But if you guys know, let me know, because it's going over my head. Okay. He is very serious and very much on my side. Not sure what to think. Research him. And the cases? Let me know. Here's his address if you want, somewhere in South Carolina. Then he adds at the very bottom how, quote, very nicely done, end quote, my flyer is, and quote, everyone is looking at it, end quote. It's always something or someone. Then there's a bunch of scriptures. Then the be careful porn doll face. Thank you, or blow up doll face. Thank you for the credits. We are blowing through them today. Sorry. That's why I keep trying to consolidate messages. Love you. 7 exclamation points. Then outgoing again to Lana 3:05. Phone meeting at 4 p.m. EDT. Going to call you in a minute. 8:01 or August 1, 3:09. Outgoing to Lana. BT Dubs, FYI. I look at your picture every day for motivation and courage and love. 3 exclamation points every day. Thank you for sending heart, a rainbow, you, a day keeps the blues away. Love you. Thank you. 10 exclamation points. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding BT Dub, FYI. You better call now. This Julian guy is calling me in 50 minutes. Please hurry. 801, 422, incoming from Lana to Sarah. Subject, oh God. I have to wait another half hour. The guy texted me and said his partner is running in traffic and asked to move it back to 4:30 your time. Hey, I'm thinking about what we talked about. You're right. There is so much. That FRA, whoever, does sound intense. It's cool you have people who are cheering you on, whether you want to talk to them or not. That makes me happy for you. As for the moron who sent the card, don't let it sweet. It's a sweet, but sweat you. Don't let it sweat you. They are trolls who feed on getting a rise out of you. What is that called? Rage bait? I have read a lot of prison letters to other inmates in jail and prison, and that's a very common thing to do. They write letters that start out positive and sympathetic, and then at the end say something really nasty, usually focused on hoping the inmate gets assaulted in jail or they should kill themselves. They are lunatics, and anyone with a real life doesn't have time for such stupidity. Usually, these fools do it to many inmates. Your troll probably has a stack of cards she sends to many inmates. How do you know it's a she? Hoping for a rise and a reply so they can laugh and mock. They feel worthless in life. I wish I knew more about law so I could help you better. BT Dubs, tomorrow's broadcast. I'll listen to all the way through, then later again so I can pause and relay accurately. Okay, the TV person in me, it's not a broadcast, it's on YouTube. Broadcast is linear and it's cast wide. YouTube is non-linear because you can watch it at any time, and it's only you got to go look for it. It doesn't just pop up on your TV. Okay. You have my curiosity. I never want to be up your ass about anything. I will not ride you about motions for continuance or any other issue. I had finished my fourth lawyer YouTube broadcast about your emotions, and all four were all over the idea. So I was trying to relay their general emotion about it. I don't mean to push you. I'm sorry I made you feel that way. With the Australian girl, I was joking a little about asking for commissary. She should have known without asking. You and I agree on that, Lana. Like, why would you dangle that carrot? You should have just sent it, ma'am. Hold on, I'm getting warm. Oh, okay. Anyone who has half a brain cell and likes true crime knows that that is the biggest need an inmate has. I don't know if you know or remember, but last year I sent you commissary at least twice and maybe 3 times. I was building up the courage to write you last year, but lost my nerve as I had never done it before. After that, I kind of smiled anyways, because I imagine you wondering who the hell Lana Albert was if you knew who sent you the funds. Speaking of, you can kick my ass for asking, but if you asked your brother for a small but regular stipend, what are you doing? It could be one of his ways of helping out family a bit more regularly than the occasional care package. Anyways, let's see if Julian is on the level, shall we? Catch you later. 5:15 on August 1st. Incoming from Lana to Sarah. Wow, wow, wow is the subject. I just got done with Delapine Creative. There is so much I have to tell you. I have to decompress from the massive info upload to my brain. They answered my questions and then some. I have an ongoing contact with them, and they are sending me a file with their references and their portfolio. They are partnering with the documentary team that made some serious Emmy-winning material. Okay, so now we know it's winning. It's not Emmy nominated. It's Emmy winning. Wonder what docs. I didn't let them know. My jaw hit the floor. I asked them about your confidentiality, compensation, how next steps happen, non-compete, what the documentary vision is. They said they plan to spend a major amount of money making it, and a portion would go to domestic violence nonprofits. They sounded very highly professional. I liked what I heard and now just have to wait for their references and verify that they are on the level. Ultimately, it is up to you. They haven't yet spoken to a lawyer to draw up a contract because, of course, they wanted to talk to you to negotiate that side of things if you are interested in going forward. There is more, but I have to translate my chicken scratch notes. I really liked those two. They seem beyond sincere and are not interested in the slightest about running a hit piece or a gotcha on you. I asked them about confidentiality, and they want to assure it that what you say won't be used against you in court. They will talk to their lawyer about adding that in writing for you to review. So that I don't know, because now you put it in writing, so that means the state attorney can see it. They could subpoena whatever Sarah says to those folks, like work papers, work product, recordings. Well, the phone calls will be recorded anyway, but yeah, I don't know if that was a good thing to put in writing in here. So it's on me to see their portfolio and call their references. I hope I'm doing and asking everything I'm supposed to. They are very serious about giving you a voice. They really don't like how the media is using you and characterizing you. I believe them. And when I'm being BS'd or not, so to speak. Maybe she says, maybe she means, I know. Because how would Sarah know if she's being BS'd? Anyway, ultimately, it is your decision. After talking with them, I'm highly excited for you. Even if you don't go with them, it sounds like a major opportunity. Talk to you soon. Okay, incoming from Lana. Now we're on the 2nd of August, 1:04 a.m. regarding BT Dub FYI. Is that who? I thought I heard one of the dogs. You are a really great friend. You know that? I was adamant when I was talking to Julian and Peter that you are an amazing person. They asked me how you and I know each other, and I told them the story. And then they said you were nothing, and then said that you were nothing like the media has portrayed you. That you were smart, fun, great personality, truthful and honest almost to a fault, and that I'm so happy to know you. They said they saw those things in you while watching your body cam and especially your interrogation video, same as I did. I want to know what these people are smoking when they're watching that interrogation video. I didn't see any goodness, truthfulness, honesty. Like from one moment to the next, her story flip-flopped. Lies. Anyway, it felt good to stand for you with them and testify, so to speak. Can I get a witness? Okay. I don't know what they're seeing. I wish she would give a little more detail because I'm curious. Like, I want to see it too. But for now, all I can say to Lana and Peter and Julian, oh my, yeah. How you doing, sweet babies? How you doing? Okay. Hopefully, when they send the portfolio, everything matches up. I feel a lot better about them. I'll let you know, of course. And I'm also set for tomorrow's YouTube video. Okay, 82953 outgoing BT Dubs, FYI. Outgoing to Lana regarding BT Dubs, FYI. I don't deserve you, Lana. I don't. I've never been given a gift such as you, other than my son. You underestimate and undervalue yourself. There is no one like you, nor will ever be. Do you hear that, Nicole? Christina? I'm sure you are getting similar letters, but pay attention. God made you the beautiful way he did for all his wonderful reasons, believing in you to accept and overcome and keep your faith and love and use all of his wondrous gifts you are blessed with. You harness the power and goodness and sheer beauty of who God intended you to be. You only become more beautiful, Lana, inside and out. I can never thank you for who you are to me. You got that right, girl. I can't, which is why I said that to you on the phone, so I could at least tell you verbally how much I love and adore our friendship and am grateful immeasurably. No, you are a permanent piece of my heart and soul and will be forever. You will never know how much you mean to me. Accept, embrace, enjoy all my love and gratefulness for you. Thank you, Lana. I had to come to jail to find a best friend like you. Worth every second. Heart. What about Christina? I thought Christina was a best friend. Is that a best friend with a feral kitty? Asking for myself, as Kathy would say. Shout out to Gossip Rumor and Innuendo. Okay, 8/2/10:46 a.m. Lana. It's outgoing to Lana regarding, oh God, girl, never title a message like that. I was afraid to open. Blow up doll face. I actually wrote you back last night, and after almost 40 minutes of typing while dealing with the dorm, at the last second when I went to press send, it booted me out. Ah, I'll try again. Summarize. Fra, yes, intense. If you can still look up when and if you have a minute. Isn't it usually if and when? Anyway, I'd like to know who or what he may be so I can decide to write back or not. Girl, do my work so I can figure out if I want to do some work. Did you ever look up the cases he wanted me to know about? Do they actually relate to me and mine? I don't want to open a crazy can of worms and not know where the exit door is. So, cans don't have doors. And yeah, that is just a mixed metaphor. No extra time consumption, please. Card, yes. Mean people suck. Yes, worthless in life and misery loves company, not my speed or crowd. Oh no, because you're not miserable and you don't love company. Wah, wah, wah. I'm going to keep all my joy. Thank you. What a waste of time and money to do that. Not my first, and I'm sure not my last. The things I could tell you and show one day. Broadcast, yes, 2 p.m. today. OMG. Pray he does me right and good. Will he love you long time? Thank you for playback in writing. Nervous, excited, no sugarcoating up my ass. Listen, you are my big sister I never had and my best friend at the same time. It is your duty as such to keep me on schedule, informed, and moving forward. Like the manager she told you that she couldn't do because she's disabled. You mean like that, Sarah? You mean like you don't know what a boundary is? You just gonna keep pushing? Oh, okay, gotcha. Up my whatever you need to be, Kay. Just let it be the ass, please. Thank you for doing and keeping me on track. Like I always say, I can't do this without you. You sure can't. I tell you that I look at your picture every day since you sent for love and encouragement and support and drive and strength. You, thank you, Aussie. I'll write her back today, as it is pretty cool to have a fan all the way over there. I love that she was another continent I was able to star on my publicity map. So maybe Sarah was blinded. Her little like detective foolishness radar was off because she got to add a star because Nicole ain't in Australia, girl. So let's see. Now I have Canada, US, Europe, Korea, Australia. Sheesh. I wish I could forward all the fun stuff I receive, like cards, pictures, letters, etc., from around the globe. You are the only one, of course, to go above and beyond without me having to ask and kindly provide commissary to add to my prosperity and sanity. I never want to ask and probably will not, only because it seems that I'm a commissary hoe. She said it. And also the fact I then owe them. I'm always hesitant to accept gifts for fear they use it against me one day and come looking for the $20 or whatever in the form of what they gave or another. So I go through all of these like to redact stuff, and I'm kind of reading it but not always absorbing it. because I do that. I didn't do that in the beginning, but then I would get confused. Like, did I read this out loud already, or did I read this when I was redacting? But this one did not really make sense to me, because at first I was like, well, maybe she's talking about the people in the jail with her. But like on the outside, how are they coming to look for you one day, ma'am? You're facing life and you're not doing a good job of like bringing on a defense. They're gonna come look for you from like from Canada or the UK for $20. Like, I didn't understand that, but you guys, one of you guys will let me know. Come on, lovelies, come through. Um, Better safe than sorry. There are a lot of crazies out there, and I thought they were all in here. Nope. Yikes. And please do not ever play hooky from dialysis because of me. Never. I hate that you've missed 2 days. It's like a medication. You must build up a strength to, and when you miss it, the strength has to start over to be what it was, question mark. Please take care of yourself. I know you know what you're doing and have been for a long time, but I worry and always will with you. Love you always, brother. Yeah, right. His sympathy snacks are what he chooses to do for me in all of this, and beggars can't be choosers. Well, they should also try to be grateful, man, because he might hear this. Why? We just started speaking to one another after being incarcerated. There's a sore history between us, primarily because of our mom. The things I could tell you, the things I will tell you. If you are up to it, pass on some of the buzz about my emotions, good or bad, or what anyone is saying about the mystery entry on the clerk's website. Feed me the gossip, girl. Feed me the gossip. My flyer, too, if still interesting to everyone. What is TT, transparent T, or Zav saying these days? Anything you've got, so I know my efforts are not futile. I really need an attorney. I think if Lana was to do an interview, I think it would make the most sense for her to do it on transparent T, because they've connected and they've had, like, I feel like the longest standing. Well, I don't know about anybody else. Like a good standing with her. Like, I don't know if the lawyer ever responded. It doesn't sound like she's a fan of Zav. She just found uncivil law. She does mention a recovery addict, but I don't think she reached out to him, which it would make sense. He's not a lawyer. Who else has she mentioned? Yeah, I just think that would be the right fit if she ever decided to speak. I would be sad, but I just feel like that'd be the right thing to do. I don't know what I'm even supposed to be working on right now. I'm just getting the HS guide. I'm just letting probably the Holy Spirit guide me and I follow. It's so much, Lana. What did you think about the info I sent you that will take place on Tuesday? Scheduling all those conferences and meetings, you're the only one who knows, I'm guessing, if that's what is non-public online. Is it still? Anything new added? I mailed a formal address correction yesterday, as they are sending all my correspondence to the wrong address, which is causing extreme delay on top of the already. A whole 2 days I had to wait. It's so convenient that this happens after I'm forfeited my right to cancel and forced to be pro se that they lose my correct address they've had since day one. In their favor, sabotage. The things that make you go, Remember that song, CNC Music Factory? For some reason, that made me think of Arsenio Hall. But then when she said that, I was like, oh, yeah, CNC Music Factory. Yes, I used to dance to that big time in middle school when it was popular, until they found out the pretty black woman who sang the chorus was lip syncing from the real person who sang it not being as pretty to be known and made public. Remember that? I mean, they've done that for years. I don't know why that one got shut down. Remember, like, they would have black singers and they would replace them with like white singers on the album cover. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. I didn't know that was a scandal for them. Remember that? And Milli Vanilli? I remember that scandal. They just straight up stole somebody's music. I had their cassette tape and would dance to them too. Then all the lip syncing came to light. Suicide. People using their video cameras to record cars running and backing over their tapes. That made me sad. I didn't care who sang it. I just enjoyed it. So you were okay with the plagiarizing? You were okay with them taking money for things that they didn't do? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Uh I just enjoyed it. Remembering the good old days. Maybe she peaked in junior high and not high school. Maybe we got it wrong. She's somewhere like eighth or ninth grade. Like that's her stuck period. I didn't care who sang it. I just enjoyed remembering the good old days. Oh, how the times have changed. I'm glad I said this was going to be summarized, scrunchy face. Sorry. I just enjoy your company, however I am able to. You're spectacular. Heart. Be brave and beautiful. Be brave and bold and beautiful. Heart. I'll call this afternoon, God willing, but we'll talk to you regardless. Love you lots all the time. Heart. Thank you forever. Heart. Feel empowered and amazing. Heart. You. Heart. 8-2 outgoing to Nicole Ray regarding Hey Sarah. 11:18 a.m. Hi Nicole. I'm not sure how you became disconnected from my contacts. You must understand how basic these jail tablets are and still in the testing phase for everyone. Thanks for reconnecting. It's exciting to have a supporter all the way in Australia. So cool. Thank you. Thank you also for the pictures. 2 were denied for whatever reason, but your cute cat picture came through and is an instant smile. Love it. Is that your cat name? I had 3 I rescued and were abused or hurt. I also had 2 Boston Terriers. All I miss very much. My fur baby's heart. Is the koala pic a stock photo or you actually took? Yes. Anyone always seems to think of koalas or kangaroos first when referring to Australia. Girl, that should have been your first clue that she wasn't in Australia. Anyway, have you ever seen a kangaroo in the wild? It's really cool, and I'm excited to hear about it. What's the story of the pic of the horse and carriage on the bridge? If you can resend the 2 that were denied or 2 to replace, I'd love to see. So cool. Keep your head up and never stop smiling, Nicole. D-grin face. Life is life, and you only get one shot, so make it count. God has you where you are and what you're going through with the people He wants you to go through everything with. Hug your son good and snug for me. Remember, I haven't hugged mine in ongoing 5 years. Count your blessings. They are everywhere. Keep your faith and patience and goodness. All your circumstances are temporary. Remember that. You too, Sarah. I'm going to need you to remember it too, girl. I do every day. Liar. And sorry. I do every day and I'm grateful beyond words for your care and positivity. It's a blessing. You are a blessing. Thank you. Keep in touch. Send whatever fun and color and smiles you can. So grateful, so excited. And yes, commissary is always much needed and welcomed. I always need pens and paper and envelopes to send all my letters you've read. Thank you for taking the time to read and for your understanding and encouragement. Never let anyone steal your joy or your sons or your kitties. Winky face. I hope she means the cat kitty and not Nicole's kitty. But I never know with Sarah. D face, angel face. I look forward to hearing from you. Stay beautiful. Heart. Incoming from Nicole to Sarah, 8:02 August 2nd, 12:24 p.m. Hey there. That's totally fine. Do you have the tablet all to yourself for the day or does it need to be shared around? We don't tablets in our jail/prisons over here. The 2 photos that were denied was the collage I was hoping I could get away with 5 pictures in 1 transaction. Lol. No, girl, it's $1 per picture. The jail's onto you. But they said no collages allowed. And she spelled allowed ALOUD instead of ALLOWED. So again, this is another person who's not going to be able to like send Sarah stuff verbatim, look up documents because she has a hard time spelling. Some of you guys are like, you're harsh. I am because I don't like her. But whatever. I don't even know her. I shouldn't say I don't like her. I don't care for her. I don't care for her bullying. Like she bullies a lot of people in the comments. Bullies and shames, which if your friend is right and you're representing your friend, you're making your friend by extension look bad by your bullying. Do you know? Anyway, the second one was the same photo of me and my cat, but it had dollars notes floating around in the background. Dollar bills, y'all. Why? Why? You didn't send her any commissary and then you're just gonna send her a picture of like, where's Melissa? You just sending her like dollar bills? Like, girl, look what I got that you don't have. Anyway, okay. Just a feature of Snapchat. So I just removed the dollar notes. Kangaroos, yes. In fact, I do have a picture when I visited Queensland a couple of years ago. The kangaroo was on his back, showing off his balls to everyone. Lol. The koala is a stock photo. We have koalas here in South Australia, but I have personally not seen any. They tend to live more in the hills of South Australia. I'm down in the suburbs. The horse and carriage is in Victor Harbor. You hop on the carriage and it takes you over to a little island called Granite Island where you can see penguins and seals. So why did she send her a stock picture of the koala? Now I'm thinking because she said note and not bill, maybe she has some association with South Australia, but all of her digital footprint is currently in the US. So I don't know why she just wouldn't say I'm from there, but I'm living here. It just seems a little sus. Okay. Victor Harbor is about a 3-hour drive from where I am in Adelaide. Not a whole lot to do in South Australia, to be honest. Lol. We are known here for our vineyards. Otherwise, it's just a busy city life. Queensland, up the top of Australia, is cool though. Nice beaches, theme parks, wildlife sanctuary, and where Steve Irwin's zoo is. So I wonder if it's vineyards for wine or vineyards for grape. Where I'm from in California, we're known for vineyards, but in Fresno, it's for grapes because it's too hot. So they would not be good for wine. It would taste vinegary. But, you know. Anyway, okay. So Steve Irwin is the guy who was killed in an accident with an animal. I know his daughter, isn't it? Or what's his daughter's name? Bindi Irwin? Like she was following in his footsteps. Anyway, that's what I'm remembering. If I'm incorrect, I'm sure you lovelies will let me know. When you get out, you will have to take a trip down under sometimes. That's so cool. You rescued 3 cats. I'm a big lover of cats. To my 19-year-old cat Puss passed away in January this year. I rescued her when I was 19. I just have the one cat now. Her name is Princess. She's 15. I'm so sorry you haven't been able to see your son or your fur babies. I cannot imagine that ache you would feel every day. Does the jail allowed ALOUD visits? Do you talk with your boy over the phone at all? What website do you visit to purchase the commissary? Girl, if you don't get to Googling, she's going to make Sarah work for this money. You want my money? You give my mouth. Keep your head up. You are stronger than you think you are. Talk soon. X. Outgoing to Lana from Sarah regarding Hannah Lilly in Linden, Virginia at 12:43 on the 2nd of August. Hi again, Angel Face. I hope you're having a super day and are radiating all your beauty to everyone, everywhere. Touch base when you can. Take it easy. I can't remember if I asked or not about this person, but she friended me and I don't know who she is. She hasn't messaged me yet and it doesn't over the weekend. And if doesn't over the weekend, I'm deleting her. If you have time, please check out So there she's giving her orders, right? Time. Like, I'm going to delete her if I don't hear from her over the weekend. So she needs Lana to respond before Monday when Sarah's going to delete her. Like, it's all of the. Is it coercive control? It's some kind of control. Like, girl, have several seats. I just hear the tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It's a no for me, dog. If anything, it's just fun to see who's who in the world thinking about me. Loves, smiles, big hugs. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding Hannah, Lily, and Fra at 1:17 on the 2nd of August. Hey, happy Friday! Hannah Lily, I believe, studied PTA at Medical Careers Institute. She also studied at Lee University. She has a husband and is very family oriented. I sent you her picture via Emilio. She is very pleasant looking, slightly plump, but still looks healthy. Long brown straight hair. Husband has a bit of a dad bod in him, but they look nice together. Now, Fra is a nutbag, 6 exclamation points. I saw his Twitter account and also sent his nutbag picture to you via Emilio. He is a raving political and grungy type conspiracy theory crazy. He calls himself a religious artist and a cave drawer. The guy is the type with the ham radio and the Y2K bunker with the side of Unabomber feeling. Oh, not a side of Unabomber. I'm glad he is on your side because it would scare me if he wasn't. His real name is Alan, and he said he changed his name because he had his identity stolen in Kenosha. So we have one nice person and one nutbag. Yeah, you might want to leave him be. I'm off to call that law firm that you sent a card. August 2nd, 1:33, incoming from Lana to Sarah, Bars Law Firm. I call them. Their number is actually something biased. A secretary or operator picked up and I introduced myself on your behalf, explained that someone had sent you their business card and asked if she could find out if anyone there knew anything about it. No, because it's a random stranger who thought to send you that and say, call these people, not someone at the actual law firm. Okay. The secretary had never heard of you or knew of you or your case whatsoever. Their website is nice and looks like a lot of lawyers and busy client list. I gave my phone number and said to her that if she asked around the law pool there and someone from there had sent the card to call me. If not, I won't hear back. If they don't call back today, I'll follow up on Monday. If nothing happens, I'll drop them. Otherwise, I left details in case they may not have contacted me. But some lawyer hears about your case. So if someone there, if they didn't contact you, which we know they didn't if we remember what Sarah wrote to her, then maybe hearing about Sarah Boone, they will call her to be like, hey girl, what's up? It is awesome to be your ears and eyes out here. 8-2. Incoming from Lana, D.O. Dive True Crime, which I think is Deep Dive True Crime. The lawyer for Deep Dive is streaming live about Sarah Boone really quick. Did you tell him about me? Question mark, question mark. And then also incoming from Lana at 2:18. Subject, your deep dive lawyer, exclamation point. He started his live stream early. I caught the last 15 minutes, but it will stay up so I can watch the whole thing. I'm going to do that. And then later on, I will do a full relay for you. While I was on live with him, I posted in the comments that I was your friend and sent him your thanks. I'm sure he will see them after. It's just him sitting on his chair discussing meeting you. The title of this video is called I Met Sarah Boone. She deserves and needs a lawyer. I'll be back. I'm pretty sure on the thumbnail it just said like something simple Sarah Boone. Anyway, deserves. Okay. She had How many? She already had the lawyers that she deserves, sir. Okay, incoming from Lana, the lawyer you know. He is about to live stream his response to your motions and the court's responses to them. I sent a photo of his thumbnail on the video so you can see what he looks like and the picture he chose of you, as if you are reacting to the court denials. Remember what I said about facial expressions? He probably got that off some news site. You look pissed, hey? 802 outgoing to Lana from Sarah regarding Dio dive true crime. No. Why? He just talked business the whole time. Sorry, we just got tablets. Outgoing to Lana 353 regarding your deep dive lawyer. Can't wait. Hope it was good. 802, the same date, 357, outgoing to Lana from Sarah, the lawyer you know is the subject. My response to my motions, how does he know I even know? Why would he do that? There wasn't a meeting for any pictures to be taken. Girl, there are pictures of you all over the internet from all your court appearances with you making those crazy faces. And are they definitely denied? Why then are we discussing at the 8-5 hearing? I don't understand. Please relay what you can. I think he's secretly rooting for me. Thank you. Heart. TTYS. Heart. August 3rd, 2:51 a.m. incoming from Alana to Sarah, deep dive relay. Hey there. Before I begin, let me say that it was great to chat with you. 10 minutes goes by so quickly, though. Oh, well, at least we have this messenger. So here we go. He likes to ramble a bit on these things. Amen. And there are moments of silence as he reads people's comments and questions on air. So there's a bit to sift through. Not on air, but okay. But I'll get through it. He, greets everyone and summarizes your case for everyone and mentions he met you 3 times. He said his meetings are protected by attorney-client privilege. It says privilege, but privilege. So he was not answering anyone's questions about the meeting itself. He also said that he wasn't going to talk about anything except what you approve for him to talk about. He said he cannot. I cannot read without my glasses, but I keep touching them. He said he cannot represent you because he is retired from active counseling and court. So what does that mean exactly? Like he's not licensed with the bar anymore? I mean, because you could come out of retirement otherwise and represent her, right? You spoke of the difficulties in representing yourself and wants an attorney on your side. He is not discussing the case. He has a letter. He says he was the first channel that covered the case 2 years ago. I wonder if that is true or if JCS covered you first. I saw her on JCS first on YouTube. I saw her arrest video in February of 2020. But yeah, I saw her on JCS. But he said his was the first channel. He is allowed to discuss that he met with you, that he showed a little of the evidence to you. He said he had a record compiled. There was limited time. He discussed the former attorneys and the frustrations with the justice system. He was a criminal defense attorney for 2 years. His interest was to understand you. Really? Only 2 years? What was the other law he was practicing? Was it fair that the court decided? He says that while he has deep respect for the court and the court process, he has serious concerns and believes that the judge acted without understanding and should have had a full evidentiary, I think she means evidentiary hearing to determine what the issues were at length first. He believes there should have been something more before choosing a nuclear option of forcing her pro se. He is really wishing and believes you deserve to have someone represent her. He keeps repeating what he can't discuss. He says this is a one-of-a-kind case. He summarizes your case again and the mitigating issues. So I wonder if he's repeating it because the chat kept asking him as people were coming in. Lana, did you have the chat replay open while you were on there? It's weird that he would keep repeating it. Huh. He says this is a one of a kind case. He summarizes your case again and the mitigating issues. He mentioned the neighbor's testimony. He mentioned past abuse accusations on both sides and said that domestic violence is the big issue, and said that if a lawyer has a specialty in defending that, they should they should consider defending you. He then mentions other testimonies where the prosecutor brings in expert witnesses in that field. Staying in a relationship doesn't excuse continued DV. He mentioned battered spouse defense. He mentioned more details about the case. So maybe that's where she got it and ran with it. Because, like I said, Mauricio Padilla quit like weeks before trial, and he had not submitted a motion to for battered spouse defense. So maybe she got it here and just ran with it. I'm not being specific because it's risky to you on here. You know, the DNR, I always say in caps when I touch on it, do not respond. It's to protect you. He says it's worth the lawyer coming in and should be able to form an effective defense. He said you were pleasant and reasonable. He said Ladybug was with him to take notes. She is hopeful, and he agreed to come on and ask for an attorney. He talks, so I don't know if she means Ladybug is hopeful or that Mentor lawyer is saying Sarah is hopeful. He talks up your case as one of a kind. He mentions indigents and public defenders in Florida. He said they are on salary as opposed to billable hours. This guy likes to repeat himself a lot. He mentions conflict counsel. Then the final level is private attorney. So she was already on conflict counsel after Mauricio Padilla. So Bankowitz was conflict counsel because all the other ones, between her domestic violence, George's domestic violence, because they both had PDs, and then her landlord, now I can't think of her name, her landlord also had a case. And so they were conflicted out. And so she went to the conflict counsel. Then the final level is private attorney. And she also went to private attorney because Cashman and Hobson for sure were private attorneys. I can't remember if Bankowitz was. What did I just say? I might be mixing it up. For sure, Cashman and Hobson were private attorneys, though. I feel like now that I'm saying that, Bankowitz was too. I feel like he's confirmed that on Court TV, but somebody will fact check me. I can't remember everything, guys. Then a client has to compete for time with other clients for the attorney's time, as they have several clients and cases with deadlines. He mentioned one case paid him $900 from start to finish unless there is a reason to ask for additional compensation. $900? There's no way. Girl, I wouldn't even show up for $900. No, sorry. He says an indigent competes with private clients who pay $25,000 for the same work. $925,000. Why would you ever? Anyway, there's a fly in the buttermilk somewhere there. There's no way I would be taking up $900 cases in lieu of $25,000. And if you take up a $900 case, that means you have less room for a $25,000 case. Or is it 250? No, it's only 3 zeros. 25,000. Yeah, for the same work. He says every lawyer should treat all clients the same, but it's human nature to play favorites with the higher paying private clients. Human nature? No, I think you have an ethical obligation. You're taking somebody's money. You better be doing some work. Period. Full stop. He said that is how the system works. It is a lawyer driven by money. It is a lawyer driven by money or does it on the side and wants more trial work in different fields. He used to push for settlement in many cases. Of course, because why do you? So that would make sense. $900 if you settled and didn't take it to trial. That would make more sense. But yeah. There are also ethical obligations to do the best for every client. He doesn't know what broke down between you and other lawyers. He says you can be reasonable and work with an attorney. He says he makes no opinion of your innocence or guilt, but said that you're worthy of a good lawyer who will do well to take the car. I think she means case. He said he will be approaching younger lawyers with the opportunity to take on your case, and he is vouching for you and saying that you are able to work well with someone. If there's someone out there who is considering representing Sarah Boone, to not be nervous. His opinion of you as a person is very favorable, and you are intelligent and reasonable. He said he didn't talk to you for money or fame and won't be doing videos, and this is the only video. So here's my gripe, and I don't know if any of his fans are in here or his stands, because they attacked me last time, but he's not a god. He's not beyond reproach. He's not beyond criticism. And so I'm just going to say it, like, we all get criticized as adults. If that is a problem, there's a therapist looking for you. So the problem I have with this is that he earned money from that video, and then he put it behind a paywall. So he continued to earn money behind that video. Who is his audience on YouTube? His audience is mostly true crime fans, right? Deep dive true crime. We're watching body cam footage, interrogation footage. It's not other lawyers watching it. I mean, you might get like a Bruce Rivers who's doing a reaction to it. But you'll mostly see like Surviving the Survivor and those types of other true crime channels who are watching, not lawyers. And if there are lawyers on YouTube watching, they already know that she put this ad out, right? The lawyer, Kurt from Uncivil Law. I remember Kurt said he would consider it, but he needed someone from Florida like sponsor him. That's not the right word, but because he wasn't licensed in Florida, similar to like when we saw Johnny Depp's lawyers come in from like California and Boston, and they went into, oh my God, what town was it in? What city? I can't remember. Whatever state it was, they had to have someone vouch for them, right? And people were like, oh, well, ask Peter from the lawyer, and he's like, I don't really know him. But then everyone talked him out of like dealing with her, because who needs that headache? And so it just doesn't ring true to me. The logic behind it doesn't ring true. Please, if you want to explain it, we can have a healthy debate in the comments. But if you get nasty, I'm just going to block you. Like, I'm not even going to put you on a timer. I'm just going to block you because it's not productive. Like, let's have a healthy, debate, but let's not be nasty. So for me, it doesn't ring true. And he didn't offer her any of the money. So it's not even like he went to see her for free, ultimately, right? He got paid. He got something out of visiting her. Now, sure, she got some legal advice, but why not put it up for no money then? Or why not offer to donate it to domestic violence victims or something? Do you know? So it's just like, that is why I questioned it. What was in it for him? And not everybody, but so many people were like, oh my God, how dare you question his motives? Because I'm grown and I can do that. So I didn't accuse him of anything. I had questions. So, okay. So that'll be the only video. He is not a conduit or spokesperson. So he's not her manager. You got to call Lana for that. He looks through his notes. He mentions resources. He said, you don't have the computer or discovery yet. Mentioned Monday. Mentioned the hearing on Monday where the handoff is supposed to take place. He mentions a laptop. She still hasn't been able to start. She has access to a tablet, which includes a law library. Okay, well, she should be doing that and stop writing Lana so much. It's to use for TV shows or movies and to communicate with people. But it also has access to the law library. Like, don't bury the lead. That came in last. Anyway. She needs more access. He believed that 2 months is cutting it close. Then he said that's all he can discuss about it. So just to say she needs more access, like, did you reach out to the jail and ask why? Like, no, because the attorney for the jail said constitutionally she just gets a pen and a paper, some stamps, and some envelopes. So where is he coming up with she needs more access? Based on what, sir? Your opinion? You should say that. Then he said that's all he can discuss about it. He expressed condolences to George's family, regardless of guilt or innocence. He said the judge jumped the gun way too fast and that case law requires an evidentiary hearing to respond first. Where's the case law? I would love to see it. He didn't watch the hearing with Cashman. He didn't see any mention of an evidentiary hearing. He mentions the pro bono, but also mentions a lot of eyes on the case. He said it was an attractive case and can be winnable, though it would be difficult. What does winnable mean? She killed a man, mercilessly left him in a suitcase, zipped him up, laughed at him, mocked him, and then went to bed. What is winnable about that? I think he's the only lawyer on YouTube who has said that. I haven't seen anybody else say it would have been winnable. Though it would be a difficult case in terms of argument. He mentions again that you were pleasant and reasonable. He then says hi to a bunch of viewers, mentions again for the 99th time he won't discuss, lol. First question was, are you allowed visitation with your son? And he responds that he cannot discuss that. Lots of silence as he reads and scrolls. So we know she's been allowed visitation. We've seen the log. She's had video visits with her son. Oh my God. He posted my comment. I mentioned that you thank him for meeting with you. Holy smokes. I should have looked up when he posted that. Oh boy. I wasn't under. So she does have the comments on. Oh no, he put that on the screen. Maybe she doesn't have the comment window on the chat replay. Oh boy, I wasn't under my hider ID so people can track me down. Lol, this should be interesting. He smiled and thanked you back. Question asked if the judge can change his mind, and the answer was yes. He mentions very strong appellate issue, and this means a whole new court, a new judge, and a new appellate lawyer. So appellate is always a new judge, always a new court, because it's the appeals court. He said that it will be found that the judge made an error. He said that it will be found. Okay, well, wow. Not that it could be, but it will be. The judge made an error and granted an appeal, and conviction could be reversed if that had happened as a result of pro se. Well, thank God James Owens came in then, because she was not pro se at trial. He mentions he has never personally defended a murder trial. He ends the live stream and tells his lawyer subscribers they should represent Sarah Boone. So maybe he does have a lot of lawyer subscribers and I just don't know that they're lawyers. It just doesn't seem like that would be the channel to go to. Yeah, because I'm thinking of like who else? Like Judy from AA Legal Focus. She and I did the Donna Adelson, the Wendy deposition. Lawyer, you know, he's not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. He has a brand to protect. Misha Janice is the lawyer in Florida, but I don't think she does criminal work. Kurt on civil law. We talked about him. I don't know. But I do know. Hold for the siren. Okay, I'm going to try to get through. I have 2 more pages here. That's it. Oh, wait. And he tells his, subscribers they should represent Sarah Boone. Safa Boone, it says here. That's it. He likes to repeat himself a lot, but it was very good. There were at the time about 300 live watchers, and the video so far has over 3,000 views after the fact who watch it after he ended it live. On the comment section, I was questioned by others if you really spoke to me, and proudly mentioned that I am a friend of Sarah Boone and that she is an awesome person who isn't one bit like people portray her. Many negative and actually a few positive responses too. You can tell the lemmings from the intelligent people. So there it is. It's 2 a.m. and you better believe I'm not missing tomorrow's dialysis. I don't miss a ton of treatments, but the treatments do tear up the body. So once in a while, it is good to recover. But yes, ma'am, it'll be rare, exclamation point. I'm getting my butt to treatment where I belong tomorrow. So 8/3, 10:08 a.m. incoming from Lana to Sarah. Your meeting on Monday. Hey there, I'm getting ready for dialysis this morning, but I wanted to write this while it was fresh on my mind. They just sentenced another defendant in a case I have been following. He was guilty. And I've decided in this next week to watch trials with pro se defendants in order to learn anything I can from their cases and their trials. Most likely I'll be just as blind and uneducated as before, but who knows? I may just learn something that may help you. There is something I want to convey to you before tomorrow's meeting, but for you to respond would be really risky. So please do not respond to any of what I'm about to say. You'll understand why. Do not respond. For all intents and purposes, tomorrow is unofficially the first day of your trial. You have no jury or case strategy, and hopefully your lawyer is on his or her way. You asked me about whether or not people believe that the suitcase was a sexual thing. I answered your question, but I didn't tell you what I had heard as rumors. One big rumor is that you beat George over the head and then stuffed him into the suitcase. That is for people who saw the autopsy report. Throwing him down the stairs, which caused his injuries. Instead of sex, people consider you the abuser and that you got the jump on a poor, innocent man. Yeah, so Lana, you knew what everyone was saying, and you couldn't even imagine a little bit of that might be true. You must have been shocked when you found out about the bat. Like, did you have an aha moment at that point of like, oh, she did hit him over the head? You and I both know that's a load of horseshit to the maximum degree. That did not age well. However, the major feeling of the media and the lemmings who swallow without thinking is that you are the aggressor. Is that like a prostitution reference? Just swallow. She swallowed it. Anyway, your former husband in his interview outright stated that, who knows, for all the times there was violence, she started it and claimed that you got mean and abusive when drinking. Don't respond. Remember, it's horseshit, and I'm not stupid. I already exposed him as a liar, so please don't let your blood boil. My point is this: when you do out in public at the hearings and trial, especially in front of the jury, you must carry yourself as someone who couldn't hurt a fly, someone who can't physically defend yourself, someone who would never think to use your mouth as a whip to provoke a husband or boyfriend. Although, to be fair, you can't, someone who has good self-control won't be provoked by what you say. I don't like it. Like when abusers say, look what you made me do. You made me do that. I had that a lot in my first serious relationship. And I believed it. But yeah, there's a person who has good self-control, which it seemed like Brian had mostly because he was he was bigger. She wasn't hurting him, even though he technically is an abused person. But, anyway, that's what did in Amber Heard. Oh, look. Full circle, Johnny Depp trial, and caused her to lose, even though she was also alleging abuse. She came across as the abuser. So maybe if you have a mirror, you may want to perfect the look of a battered spouse. If that is your defense, the jury cannot have the slightest hint that you have or even could abuse anyone. That there is not one speck of rage to be found in you. The state is going to provoke you on the stand and try to entice flashes of anger out of you. They did. Try it, and they were successful. They do not play fair. They are going to stack and load the questions. I read it. Oh, wait. Treat it like a verbal fencing match. Objections, logic, intellectual reason, and you can win. Right now, people are sympathetic with George. Yeah, because he was stuffed in a suitcase and mocked. She's saying Jay, but I'm saying George, because of the video. You can craft a defense to turn that narrative. You mentioned other videos on your phone indicative of his rage in the past, ? Enter those as evidence. Tell the judge that when you get your laptop with your discovery, you will intend to enter phone evidence. This meeting is supposed to introduce evidence in both sides, and you're not allowed to enter it as surprise evidence, and both sides have to have access to it. Also, even though she may be a monster, were the police called in his previous marriage? If she is under oath, could she testify to DV events between them? Is that what split them up? He actually had 2 ex-wives. The one that he had children with and then the one after. And then, obviously Sarah wasn't his wife. Under oath, she cannot lie. I looked up George, and there were 54 pages of cases under his name. What is his middle name and date of birth? So if you go to her current criminal case, Lana, you can see his date of birth if you pull it up, or any of the Sarah and George fights. It has his birthday. It is February 13th. Was it 76? I know it's February 13th. Anyway. If there are prior DV convictions or arrests before you two met, those are huge indications of patterns. Are there past victims of his wrath? ? See where I'm getting at? ? Okay. Sorry, it just hit me last night after watching another sentencing that there might be some seriously good information out there. Talk to you soon. Gotta run. Incoming from Lana, 10:42 a.m. P.S. One more thing. You don't have to listen to me. Remember, I'm not a specialist and I don't know much about this stuff. You have been impressing me with what you've been doing and the motions you filed. You're amazing. So please take anything I say as the unqualified opinion it is. I worry so much about you. I'm worried about Monday too. In the end, go with what sounds the most right to you. I know that I'm out here and you're in there. I know you're going to do well. Like Daniel facing the lion's den and his 3 relatives facing the furnace. It isn't hot in the furnace, man. Is that Ebenezer and the... Oh my God. We sang that in 4th grade. We did a musical about It Isn't Hot in the Furnace. And anyway, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. That was what it is. I think Ebenezer is something to do with Scrooge. It's the pregnancy brain. Okay. God is with you and in spirit, so am I. If I could be in Florida in court with you, hand in hand, facing your accusers, I would be. When you go on in Monday, I'll be watching live. If you want to screw with the YouTubers, you could glance at the camera and touch your forehead briefly as your way of saying hi to me. Haha, they'd go crazy wondering what you could possibly mean by that. I love the stupid reporters and fake head shrinkers and body language hacks wondering what you could mean. Too funny. Okay, that's the end of that. Whew. Okay, we are at probably an hour and 45 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it there. My throat is killing me. I am tired, but I'm here for you. I'm here for the giggles. And yeah, so let's chop it up in the comments, or I'll probably run this as a premiere. I got to edit it together. Yeah. What do you guys think? I believe, what were we on? 8-3. So I believe in about 10 days, Owens is going to enter the chat, and then things should get spicy. I hope that they divulge a lot in there. I haven't redacted them yet, so I truly don't know. But I feel like instead of it getting calmer, it's going to get that much more amped up. But we still have all of these hearings about the motion and is she going to go to the sheriff's office and da 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 da. So Owens doesn't come in. She does see her discovery like that Friday, and on that same Friday before the Labor Day weekend, Owens files his notice of appearance. So, but he meets her, I think, mid-August before he files, because remember, he's having the discussion with the woman in Minnesota who we now know as Lana, and they're going back and forth. He's trying to figure out a plea deal, and he's working with William J. And William J. is like, you need to file your notice of appearance. He's like, whoa, I don't know if I'm going to represent her. Like, if we can get this wrapped up, I don't need to represent her because there won't be a trial. So we'll see. All right, talk to you later. Toodles.